Hello, Virgo. It's Lulu, and today I'm going to do your spiritual conversations. Okay, this is for Virgo, company, kin, co-workers, and okay, we said company. Now then, any information that you need is in the description box. Okay. If you have not subscribed to my newsletter, please go ahead and do so. Okay. All right. Oh. Reach for the stars. I am so short. Reach for the stars. A lot of planning going on. Okay. A lot of planning going on. I also feel like caution is warranted in some type of decision that you want to make. You need to really pull back here because there's a lot of life changes that are happening. And you need to know how to say no from a powerful place. That's what they say. They down there. I ain't going to touch them. So let's see what's going on with Virgo. Because wait, you have to learn. You're going to have to say no. It's okay to say no and do it in a nice way. You know what I'm saying? Or do it in a way that let folks know that like no, that a no is going to be a no. There's no other way to look at a no but how the no is saying no. It's a no. No other, just no, right? Yeah, there may be some type of legality that you someone wants you to sign. They may be trying to rush you here. Yeah. You need to look deeper into a situation because some light going to be shed on one minute detail that you need, okay? And y'all know Virgos like the details. What information do you have for my beautiful Virgos, honey? What information do you have for my Virgos? I don't know who that is. Baby, we finna go back on retrograde energy. Look at you. See, you stressing about something. All right. We're going to leave this out. Walking through the door of romance. That has a lot to do with the romantic stirrings of your heart. What it is that you are romanticizing, putting the emotion and energy into to manifest, right? Whether it's love or what have you. Here, but you do got 10 of cups. Pisces just had 20 cups. So y'all catching up. All right. So there's some type of anxiety that has to do with your personal truth. You standing up for yourself and doing what is right. Doing the right things for the right reasons, I feel. Because there's a Leo in her. There's a Leo in here. There's something to do with your mother in her too. Your mother, and maybe an aunt that is very stern, strict, or matter of fact here. Because the family card is crossing these women. So you may have a lot of feminine energy around you or in your environment at this time. Let's go back to this anxiety card. Stressing and feeling like you don't know what to do and how to do. You may have a lot on your plate. You may have your mind is going in all these different directions. So you're going to have to figure out what it is that you want to give your time, effort, and attention to. Is it affection? I don't know. Now, what is this anxiety for my beautiful Virgos, baby? Because why? Why, baby? Why? Exhaustion. I told you got a lot going on. You got a lot going on. Does it make sense, Virgo? How much do you need to do? Because there's something here that you need to be healing. They want you to remember the magic of who you are. They want you to remember that you hold the key with this magician in the mirror. What is it that you want mirror back onto you? What kind of help do you need? It's time to delegate, like for real. Let me just ask them, Chad, because I could be, But it's like, no. If you work with fire and water, right? Here, they want you to begin to work with air a little more so that you can not be in this space of exhaustion, this space of feeling overwhelmed or what have you when it comes to certain decisions. It's time for you to begin to make decisions more matter-of-factly as you move forward, right? Like, make the decision and leave it there. No need to analyze and pick and pride and what have you. And I know y'all gonna get on me in the comments like, a Virgo not thinking too much. Y'all know I got strong Virgo placements, so I get it, right? But it's doable, you say. Because y'all have other placements that y'all could possibly use. Just have to look and see what house they are in or how they are positioned. Just go look at your north and south node to get the better clarity if you're at that space, right? That's how I feel about it. What is this magician in the mirror? Yeah. See, you just want a regular old ordinary life where you want things to be more smooth, right? But it's kind of hard because you don't have these type of people around you. So now you're integrating these new energies, right? You're realizing a lot of things from your shadow side. How do you continuously get to this space where you are exhausted, overwhelmed, feeling as though, you know, you're not in your personal truth, you're not standing in your power, you're not speaking your truth, you're not letting people know exactly where they got you fucked up. That's the main point. Now, you're integrating these new energies and really realizing the different sides of yourself and the different things in the different ways. But this is a hawk's eye view, right? A hawk, an eagle, whatever. But also bringing in this swan-like energy too. Some of you may have a swan totem animal. But what I'm really getting here is cherry blossoms. I don't know why. Okay, they used to be my favorite scent at... what is it called? Bath and Body Works, whatever. Now... so I do see here where, you know, you are manifesting your happiness. You are moving forward. Manifesting your happiness has a lot to do with the way that you move on a day-to-day basis. Manifesting your happiness has a lot to do with you just changing a few patterns of behavior throughout the day, throughout the week, or what have you. I be damn, I ain't see this. Pisces got the yin and yang, but in a different position. But you also have it here twice. So they really want you to really get into this space where you're more mindful of your masculine and feminine and balancing those out so that they can work interdependently throughout your days, right? Your moments, right? But with this, someone has 2 starseed children. But overall, I'm seeing here that it's very important to connect to your family. It's very important to speak your truth to your family. There may be a matriarch in your family that you really have to go ahead and get out of this confusing energy with, because I feel like there's going to be a new beginning, or the wheel is turning in a space where, you know, the conflict is not going to stop. So, okay. I have never seen that card like that. It's the strength card. Once you start speaking your personal truth, you're going to have to keep on. That's what it's powerful. It's power. You are powerful. You can say no and all that right there. You know how to say no in a loving way. That has a lot to do with that. With this 5, what I just saw, what I'm going to say, what I rung the bell for is, oftentimes, okay, we went over this in one of our Saturday Night Lives, often about parents that were born under a certain placement. I think it was Pluto and Scorpio or something like that. It's a certain amount of years, okay? Had a lot of narcissistic qualities, okay? Characteristics and such. Whatever this is, the way that you handle it, the way that you react and respond is what's going to matter. This person is not going to change. You probably feel like, okay, I'm getting through to them. They are about to fit. They up there in age. They in that space in age. You know, all people are not like this, because I know a few girls in their 70s that, baby, they are changing all the time. But at the end of the day, whoever this is, they are stuck in their pattern. And it's like you just have to go into this space of just loving them and letting them be exactly where they are, but also standing in your truth. Because that 5 is not changed. This is just going to be the change. The 5 isn't about you. The 5 and the way it's representing the strength card, and you having to really stand in your power regularly, but be in it from a very compassionate space, because the heart chakra is on the side of it. Be more compassionate with the situation and try not to be, because the older you get, the more you learn that people are where they are. They are a product of what they grew up, or whatever they went through growing up, or what have you, right? And, you know, we make a decision to grow into different forms of ourselves. We make a decision to let that hurt go. We make a decision to not put other people through what we went through, when we are very aware of what the fuck the pattern is. Some people don't do that. And so I feel like you are in that space where I'm just seeing what's up. And I feel like that aunt I was talking about earlier or that woman has a lot to do with this right here, to help you, strengthen you in this way, so that you can still offer your love, compassion, and support, but do it in a very powerful yet gentle way, because this has a lot to do with your money. The coin is falling. Oh, it's the saffronous, or whatever you call them, flowy dresses, honey. The coin is falling. I feel like a sparrow has a lot to do with this as well. Clarify this family card. They want you to choose. It's a breakthrough. Some of you are realizing. Some of you are realizing, like, you may not have talked to your family in a while. You may not have been around your family or certain friends in a while because of your process, and everyone wasn't getting it. But they want you to remember the alchemist that you are, because right here, there's a journey coming up. There's you moving into your Virgo mode, right? Taking time out for introspection. Also, you know, getting this emotional fulfillment and coming to this space of calm, clarity, and nurturing yourself. Maturity, I told you. Coming into this space where you are nurturing yourself and realizing what it's going to take for you to heal the burden. What is it going to take for you to get to this balance space of knowing that what you've gone through helped to create you to be where you are. What they went through helped them to be who they are. And it's going to have to be just that. Because you've been holding on to something too long. You've been holding on to your truth for too long. Someone may even want to come out the closet or something like that. I don't know what this is. We got master number 2244. Life path number 2. Not a very easy one. Yeah. Lots of 4s, lots of stabilizing energy. Some of you are becoming a matriarch, or you are becoming a person who is going to have to stand at the forefront of the family regardless of anything that may go on, because there's a lot of deceit. There's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of conversations that are being had that you are not a part of, and you're going to realize that it's going to come out on possibly a trip or some kind of vacation. It's going to come out somewhere, but you are taking a journey within so that you can really figure some things out. Some of y'all, morality. Some of y'all are really in, some of y'all are really in a space of realizing that all the different ways that you could have gone, you went the way that you were led. Where you are led, you are fed. My favorite mantra. But where you are led, you are fed, and that's what's happening here. You are being fed. You have emotional fulfillment. You have someone patronizing or patroning, whatever you call it, paying up. You can. Maybe this is even inheritance. Okay. What is this woman holding a heart? Letting go. It's time to let go and grow. It's time to let go of the pain. Like we talk about on this channel all the time. Accept an apology that you may not receive. It helps you more than anything. If you sit up and wait, sometimes people know you waiting for an apology, baby. And why? Are we waitresses? Ain't nothing wrong with being a waitress. Hold on, I ain't say that. Okay? But I'm just saying, when it comes to things like this, waiting. Okay, let's just say it like that. I'd rather wait tables. At least it'll pay off. I'm not going to wait for something here. Like, no, don't wait. And this is an 8. It's like walking away. This is the 8 of Cups. Like walking away and letting things be exactly what the fuck they are. Or removing yourself or detaching in a space where you will still be able to go out and live your beautiful life the way that you need to and get this beautiful, 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 beautiful inheritance. Whatever that means. It could be that when you have breakthroughs, generational curses, cycles, or what have you, when you really get on the other side of each one that you pull through, push through, grow through, you are rewarded. You are rewarded spiritually. You are also rewarded in practical form as well. Somebody need to feed their dog. Someone here has a dog that is very guarded. Now, I really feel like it could be a cat, but this line look like a dog to me right now. I feel like someone has a pet that doesn't like. There's a fire sign that may have a pet that doesn't like a water sign. And the water sign may be someone who comes off as people think that the fire sign or the fiery energy is a bitch, but it's really the water sign or the nurturer or the, you know what I'm saying? No, this is the bitch, right? It's like, no. This one always starting stuff like, no, that she doesn't really. She just speaks how she speaks. This is the one who chunks rocks and holds their hands. Clarify this blossoming abundance for my Virgos. Ordinariness. So it's in reverse though. So it's like you're not sitting or waiting in that space. You're in a whole different space. Like people may not even know who you are when they see you in the future. They like Virgo. They won't know how to approach you. They won't know how to talk to you, speak to you about certain things that they used to be able to, because you've been so much in your head. I don't think that you like being in your head in this way. Because you felt alone. You felt as though you tried to change things or make things a certain way, or thinking about all the different ways that you could do certain things, knowing that you were being pulled to the magician in the mirror. Really viewing yourself and looking at yourself for who you really are, your connection to your family and how that all works out and how that pans out. Because at the end of the day, you're going to heal your heart. I really feel like there's a lot of collaborative forces here that may be family and friends that come to terms with what's really going on and realize what's happening in your family here. But overall, this is self-acceptance. This is a lot of self-love and realizing that you need to let go of the burdens that have held you back in the past. Clarify this heart chakra. Compromise. Okay, these are not in reverse. Compromise. You realize That's your compromise. You realize your growth. You realize their growth. You realize where they are. You realize where you are, which direction you want to go, and how you will be going about it. This is agreeing to disagree. I mean, agreeing to disagree, or just letting bygones be bygones and moving on with your life. You may be moving out. Someone may be leaving college and finally just came to terms with, look, I'm leaving. But at the end of the day, you go to the source. You go all the way, count the lineage all the way back if you can. Go down your bloodline to see who's really the source, right? But this is a connection to source, clarifying the journey card. This is a connection to source, a connection to all that is, all that will be. I also feel like many of you will be learning about portals and how to open and close portals, how to do certain types of astral traveling. Be very careful with that, because I had an experience about 2-3 months ago where someone astral traveled to me and tried to ask me a personal question. Now, what is this blossoming abundance? Be very careful with that. What is this blossoming abundance? Because you can't do what you want to everybody. Maturity. There it is again. Your finances are maturing because you are maturing. The way that you handle things emotionally are maturing. Some of you may even have issues with women here, because there's a lot of women here. There's a little girl and a little boy right there too. I really feel like they are protected, and someone is telling you that they are protected. There's a lot of people in the class. I'm not looking at that. But I do feel that with this rainbow, yeah, healing, Reiki. Take your spiritual break as necessary. That may be what you're doing here as well, taking a spiritual retreat to get that balance back here. Moving from a more passive logic instead of any type of overly thinking or overly giving, right? Just, balancing all of that out, because it's very important for you to move forward. With this healing card, the way that he's healing the mind and the body, right? And I really feel like some of you may have that strong gift where you can just wand over people and boom, just get rid of it. Wand over people and get rid of it, right? You may even be doing this with yourself. That's one of the main things with Reiki or most healing. You heal and work on yourself and those things around you and people around you. But I really feel like this is you being healed here. And there go the heart chakra right in the middle of it. Blocking out your desires, blocking out what's in your mind and focusing on what is in your heart. All of these, your mind and your body are being healed, but also covered in a sense of revealing your heart to you, your heart's true desires, showing and teaching you how that works and how you work with that, right? They are revealing the inner workings of your machine. Clarify this yin and yang, please. Integration. I'm just going to shut up. Okay? Integrating the masculine and feminine so that they can work interdependently. Come on now, we ain't dropping no more cards. Traveling. See, I told you, either astral traveling or actual traveling. But this is like moving, making moves and getting on. Like coming out of the dark overall, right? With this 8 of possibly wands. Coming out of the dark into the light, right? Because with that 7 of wands, you may have been so guarded. This is 9 of swords, but I'm feeling like there's a 7. You may have been so guarded and trying to protect yourself and not saying certain things, not doing certain things, protecting your energy, protecting your connections, and blah, blah, blah. Now it's like, no, did you, look, we ain't got to talk about it on the phone. I'll be over there. I'm on my way. Don't even worry about it. That's what you said. And you are becoming a master teacher. That's Osho. You are all about bringing in what needs to be brought in to help yourself and others. You are realizing your connection to other people, to the collective on a whole other level now. When you realize on a soul level, you're going to start crying. When you realize what you came here to do and how you came here to do it on a soul level, when you had that type of breakthrough, because I feel like this is what's coming through. Some of you may even have interactions with angels, some of your ancestors of the highest order, any type of celestial beings that really came back here to help us. Really quick, someone sent me something on Instagram the other day, and she was showing me that she was like, the sun isn't out, and it was these big, look like huge orbs, right? And I'm like, well, we've been having activity. We got a lot of help coming, but when the help come, the motherfuckers coming too. But we still got a lot of help. So I really feel like many of you will be getting a lot of visits or what have you. But also, like, you're going to realize You're going to realize your connection to the spirit world even more so. Your connection to what it is that you came here to master even more. You're going to realize and appreciate your patterns, right? Your breakthroughs. But overall, you're going to recognize in you your purpose and how it connects to so many other things on so many other levels. So kudos to you, honey. Okay, kudos to you, because this is huge. I feel like whatever it is that any type of traps that people laid for you, you broke through them. Any type of games people played, you broke through them. Any type of watering of your fire, your passion, your desire, right? You broke through that. People were trying to water you down. People were trying to water you down, make you hard and cold and shit. You need to find out what are your it's time to step out the cage. Let your heart out. Release your heart from that cage. It's okay to love again. It's okay to love the people again, because a lot of times people don't understand. When you get to this space, like Dick Gregory and all those people that really knew on a whole other level what's good, when you get to that space, you can become bitter. You can become hard. You can become nobody gets it. It can be depressing, and we do need to talk about it one day, because it can be depressing. I remember when the first couple of years when I would get on her and people would be like, "Oh, you look so sad," blah blah blah. Like, I'm not sad, my soul's sad, because even though I'm talking to you, I don't feel like you're getting it. And then you realize you had that breakthrough, and it's like, who needs to get it, but you really feel that. You can say it all day long, but you feel it on a whole other level. You got to feel it in your soul. That's all I'm saying. Feel it in your soul. So if this is you traveling into interdimensionally traveling, or whatever it is that has to do with travel, drop a suitcase or a purse or a briefcase in the comments, because you well on your way. You just gotta let folks be where they are, but stand in your truth. Okay.